Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Brittany and this is my channel. So today we're going to go ahead and review the Jaclyn Hill brush collection. I'm going to go ahead and go in a depth review on each brush and show you how I created this little makeup look right here. I literally received this brush in the mail yesterday, brush set in the mail yesterday, and I was so freaking excited. I was literally like, you know, like a scary movie. That was me. So I'm gonna go ahead and go and show you this review. If you guys want to continue watching, please give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it, and stay tuned. Let's go. Okay guys, starting off, so jumping right in, we have the whole little bundle. This is what you get right when you open it from the box when you receive it. It has the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill logo. It also says the Master Collection, 24 custom eye and face brushes, including the case. So this is what it looks like, sorry. It's so pretty. I love the aesthetic of it. It honestly reminds me exactly of Jaclyn Hill. This is like, if I thought about a case, this is what Jaclyn Hill would have as the case. So going right in, you take this off. This easily comes off. Ooh, or difficultly it comes off. And in the back of this, it has all the names of each brush. So jumping right in, we have the case, and with the case, let me just rip this off. With the case, we have the silver little embellishment, and it says Morphe on it. I feel like this makes it look very expensive, and it like they actually put well thought into their packaging. So I really like this, and the entirety of the case is silver with glitter. So we're gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up. Ooh, 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 look at this. Look how many brushes there is. I'm so excited. Guys, you don't understand how excited I am. Like, the brushes that I have now are literally the brushes I've been collecting from the moment I started doing makeup. So like, years ago, and I've never changed them. Like, I just buy new ones and continue adding on to it. So buying all new brushes is like a blessing. I love them. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go into what is in this case. So starting off, you do receive all 3 bundles inside of this package. This package altogether, the Master Collection, is $165. But individually, if you bought every single brush individually, because she does give you that option, so the total individually would be $265. That's crazy. I would never spend $265. So with the bundle, you do save $100, and if you use anybody's Morphe affiliate coupon code, you do also save, I believe, 10% off your purchase. Hey guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with the Master Eye collection, and we're gonna go through them, and I'm gonna break it down for you so you guys can understand how it would be to buy this collection. Okay guys, so this is the Master Eyeshadow collection. I really love how beautiful the brushes feel in the hand. They don't feel cheap. They feel like very well made. They're super pretty. I love that she made the bristles different colors because it just makes it so that it doesn't look like you have all the same brushes. And I also hate for all my eyeshadow brushes to be white bristles because they get dirty so quickly, and I'm like... But I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on one of the brushes so I can show you guys how beautiful they look up close. So I really enjoy how beautiful and simple the brush is. It has the very simple Morphe x Jaclyn Hill writing on the brush, and then it just says the number of the brush with JH in front of it, which I think is a cute little accent, especially since these are her brushes. On the rim where it pinches the brushes, it has a little JH embellished into it, and I think that's so pretty. And it also has the 2 little lines that are like clamped in, and it makes you know that your brushes are secure when you wash them and they won't just fall apart. So as I'm sitting here, I'm realizing that the brush are getting dirty by the second. So if you're someone that bothers you, you might want to keep an eye out because these have gotten a little bit of stuff stuck on them by the second that I've just been sitting here and talking about them. But I do want to talk a little bit about the collection altogether as a whole. I think it's a really great collection for beginners. The only thing is that it does not include a brow brush. That's exactly why I have my brows done beforehand today, is because it does not have a brow brush. Like, how could you do that, Jaclyn? How could you do that to us? How can you not put a brow brush into your master collection? It's a great collection for beginners. I just feel like everyone does their brows nowadays. Everyone needs their brows on fleek. So if you don't have a brow brush, is it really a master collection? Is it? So overall, I really like how many blender brushes we get. We get a lot of blending brushes included in this collection. We have some brow bone brushes, and I feel like not a lot of collections have unique things like this. Or inner corner brush. This is an inner corner brush, and it's very unique. I don't feel like a lot of collections have that. And I love the packing brush. You get a nice packing brush and also an eyeliner smudger brush. So there's many things and many looks you can create just using these brushes alone. This set does retail for $42 altogether, and it does include a smaller travel case as well. If you do want to buy these brushes individually, it does cost $62 including the case. So you do save $20 by buying it in the bundle. I just wanted to add that each brush in the Master Eye collection costs $5.25 each. And I feel like that is such a good price for those brushes. You get 8 in total. Before I go ahead and show you the Master Face collection, I do want to show you this little detail that Jaclyn added in. So if you do remove these out of the package, it does have the plastic that comes on top of them, but then it also has a plastic on the brush itself so that your bristles don't like go everywhere pretty much. And I really like this detail because I hate when my brushes come all fucked up in the mail. Okay guys, so here we have the Master Face collection, and in this collection you have 5 individual face brushes. I feel like this is a perfect collection because I did see that Jaclyn said that this was the hardest collection to create, and I feel like she did put the perfect brushes. There is a foundation brush, there is a bronzer brush, there's a blush brush, and then there is a highlighter brush, and then there is a powder brush. And I feel like these are the 5 perfect brushes you need to complete a full face of makeup. This collection totals for $58 altogether, but if you buy all these brushes individually, the total of the Master Face brush collection is $85. So altogether, these collections, you save a ton of money buying them bundled instead of buying them individually. I know this brush alone cost $24, and in the bundle, each brush costs $11.60. So you do save a lot more money buying them in the bundle, including you get a case. So if you travel a lot, you get a case with each bundle, which is great. Now the last collection is the collection of brushes you get in the Master Collection. If you do buy the Master Collection, you do get 11 extra brushes included. Okay guys, the extra brushes in the Master Collections are these ones. You get 6 extra eyeshadow brushes, and then you get 5 extra face brushes, which is amazing. So you get a shit ton of blending brushes. I just wanted to go a little deep into the face brushes that she included. She did include this huge freaking powder brush. Like, look at this shit. Wow, like this is big. She did include a buffer brush that you can blend out your concealer with. I've always wanted one of these, so I'm super excited, guys. And she also included this little brush to do your contour for your nose. I love this. I can't wait to try this. And then she included this is my everything brush. I don't know, my everything what? My everything, what am I supposed to use this for? What do I do with this? I don't know. But we'll figure it out. We'll go ahead and figure it out. Before I move on to trying all the brushes, I do want to go ahead and show you that this case does open all the way. It opens just like this. and you can also lay it flat on the counter if you're traveling. Can you see me? If you're traveling and you want to lay it on your desk or anything like that on the side and have all your brushes there, it's really, really handy for that. So I love this. And you just close it like this, and you stick it in your suitcase, you stick it in your bag, and you're all set. You can travel with these brushes. So I find like this is such a great case. If you just want to buy the case individually, this is such a great case for traveling, or if you do client makeup as well. And I believe this retails for $22 or $24 alone. Okay guys, before I even continue, I was looking through and I realized that she didn't even include a brush to carve out your brows. Jaclyn, did you just forget that we have brows? Did you forget we have eyebrows at all? Cause girl, you slacking. Okay guys, now starting off with my eyes. I know I look a little crazy. I carved out my eyebrows. I'm not done. They will get there, I promise. So we're gonna go ahead and go in with the Morphe JH08. This one is the Anything Creamy brush. I did apply some Maybelline Fit Me on my eyes as like my primer, and I'm just gonna blend it out with this brush. I'm gonna fluff it up a little bit because these are new out of the package, so I don't want it to cling or anything like that. So that did blend out my concealer really quickly, really nicely. There's nothing left behind, which if you know me, I am a sponge girl. I blend out everything with like a sponge, and I set my face with a sponge. So for me to like these, it's gonna be something great because I like sponges. So moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Morphe x Jaclyn Hill Volt. I did use this in another video, and I used the palette Bling Boss, but I'm gonna do a more fall look, like a pre-fall look. So I'm gonna go in with the palette Ring the Alarm. So starting off, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the color Rush, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the JH32, which is the Transition Blender brush, and I'm gonna apply this all into my crease. So as you guys are watching on camera, I bet you can tell these colors are blending out super easily. They're very smooth, they're not leaving any patchiness behind, and I'm saying that because sometimes the brush can pick up in some areas but not place it down the way it should. So this is blending out super nicely. It's not giving me a hard time, and I love the way it does fit into the crease very nice. So it really does define that it is a transition brush. Well, this is the only thing that it sucks. Look, it looks burnt. It looks like a little burnt piece of toast. Now moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of Mugshot. I just want to deepen this up just a little bit before I go in with any deeper colors. And I'm gonna take Mugshot with my JH35 brush. And this is the upper crease brush. This brush is really good blending out the corners, like right here. If you have hooded eyelids, right here, getting that brush in there really deep. This brush is really good at that. It allows you to go in there and blend it out nicely. So the only thing I want to say about this brush right here, guys, is, or maybe just the white ones, the bristles are kind of going down as I'm blending, and they're kind of bothering my eye. So moving on, I'm gonna go ahead and take the color Framed, and I'm going to apply this into the corner of my eyes. I'm gonna take it with the brush JH37, and this one is the Buffer Blender brush. So moving right along, we're going to go ahead and go into the color Siren. This color pretty much matches Framed, but it just has a glittery base. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this all over the lid. I'm going to go ahead and take Siren on the JH41. This is the all over lid brush. I'm going to see how this applies this color all over my lid. This is applying so nicely onto my eye. It's literally blending like a dream. It's patting on really nicely. There's no patches or anything like that. It's not picking up more product in some areas than others. It's just blending this all over my lid super nicely. Go ahead and go in with the color Siren, but instead I'm going to take my JH40. This brush is the Precise Blender brush, and I'm going to use this to take Siren and put it more into my inner corner. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I zoomed you out a little bit. I prepped my skin a little bit with the Tatcha the Silk Canvas Primer, and I'm going to go ahead and go in with my other primer. The primer I'm going to use is the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I'm going to apply this with my JH06. This brush is called the My Everything brush. It's called the My Everything brush, so I'm just going to put my primer with it. So I went ahead and I applied my primer with this. It applied my primer really nice. It was just quick and easy, and if you're someone that doesn't like to stick their hands or put your hands all over your face, this is a great way to apply your primer. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation. This is the Makeup Forever Professional Ultra HD foundation. It is in the shade Y245. She does have a brush that's specifically for foundation, and this one is the JH03 brush. It's called the Ride or Die Foundation Brush. So we're going to see how Ride or Die it is, because you heard in the beginning of this video, I am a sponge girl. So if this foundation brush is a ride or die, I will be the judge of that. So there's no streaks. This isn't like moving my foundation as I blend it. It's not moving the foundation. So going in with concealer, I'm just going to take 3 different concealers. I want to mention them because this is not a makeup tutorial, it's about the brushes. So I want to mention them really quick, and then we're going to go ahead and blend this out, and I'll talk a little bit about the brush. We have the Naked Skin Color Corrector in Peach. We have the Bare Skin Bare Minerals Concealer in Medium, and then we have the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Light 10. So this buffed it into my skin really nicely. It's not difficult to blend it out at all. I'm kind of just like brushing it like if it was paint, you know, because I'm an artist. So moving right along, I'm going to go ahead and apply my under eye powder, and I'm going to use the JH07. This one is the under eye powder brush. Wow, perfect way to describe it. Ooh. Wow, this applied that powder really nice. guys, so I'm going to go ahead and take my JH02. This is just a regular bronzer brush. I love this brush. It's so pretty. Look how pretty it is. Oh, it's so fluffy. Alright, so I'm going to dip this into my Anastasia Rich Amber bronzer and bronze up my face. I really like this brush to apply my bronzer. It fits the bronzing area really nice. It's super fluffy, so it disperses the product really nicely, and I just love how big it is. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Smashbox step-by-step contouring stick, and I'm going to take the JH10 brush, and this is the Snatch Your Edges brush, because you know it's going to snatch them edges. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and contour my nose with this. So I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, and I'm going to take the Glow Baby Glow brush, and this one is the GH09, and I'm going to highlight my cheeks with this. This is such a super mini blush. It's a super mini brush, and it just fits perfectly where you place your highlighter. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. To go ahead and blend my highlighter with my bronzer, I'm just going to apply Milani Luminoso blush. It's the same blush I use every time. It's not going to get any different. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the GH04. This applied my blush so nicely. It fits perfectly exactly where you apply your blush. It like goes back perfectly. And it applied it fully pigmented. Look at this. You can tell I'm wearing blush. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I zoomed you guys in so you can see my eyes a little better, because I'm going to go ahead and work on the eyes. I'm dipping into the Dark Magic palette, and I'm going to take the shade Poof onto my brow bone because I want a more bone shade. I don't want nothing sparkly or anything. So I'm going to take the GH42 Brow Bone Highlight Brush. So I'm going to go in with the JH38, and that one is the Perfect Pencil Brush. And I think this one will work a lot better because it's fluffier, so it's going to go ahead and smoke it up. So that blended out the shades really nicely. It smoked my lower lash line out really nice. So I have no complaints about this brush. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the shade Bomb Ass. Bomb Ass. This is a bomb ass shade. And I'm going to put this in my inner corner. And I'm going to go ahead and use the JH39. And this is the inner corner highlight blush. Brush. Jesus. Ooh. That looks bomb. Look at that. Wow. Bomb AF. That's what that shade should be called. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off camera really quick, finish the rest of the look, because there's no other brushes that involve anything else on my face, and then I will come back and give you guys my final thoughts. This is the completed look. I finally finished it off camera. I love the way it came out. I want to bring you my final thoughts on what I think about the brush collection. So the first thing I want to say is I do not like applying my foundation with a brush. I don't like it at all. I feel like because I have dry skin and it's accentuated my dry skin so much, like you guys can't tell on camera, but in person I have so many dry patches around here. I just like doing my foundation with a beauty blender. It's so much better. It brings so much more hydration into my skin. So I wouldn't use the foundation brush. That's one. Everything else though, everything else that came in here, I would totally recommend. I would recommend them in the bundle. I would totally recommend that you buy them in the bundle over buying them individually. You do save a lot more money. The last thing I would recommend is the case, because I feel like the case by itself is worth the money. You can travel with this baby, and I love that it folds out and you can lay it down flat and just take your brushes out from here. That's literally how I used it the whole time. I think this is a very convenient product, and I'm glad that Jaclyn put it in this instead of like a little zip-up pouch. And that is all for the video today, guys. If you guys liked my video, give it a thumbs up. If you would like, please subscribe, join the fam. Join the fam bam bam. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on so you can get notified when I upload, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.